Did you know the Mahabharata, the longest epic in history, was created through a unique divine partnership between sage Vyasa and Lord Ganesha? Their collaboration gave birth to this timeless story. Vyasa, also known as Vyasa, was a great sage born to Satyavati and the sage Parashara. He was not only the compiler of the Vedas, but also the author of the Mahabharata, one of the most revered texts in Indian history. But how did he come to write it? The story goes that after witnessing the great Kurukshetra war and its devastating consequences, Vyasa felt that the lessons of dharma and life should be preserved for future generations. The Mahabharata was born out of this desire, containing tales of courage, morality, and the eternal battle between good and evil. Today, we unravel the fascinating tale of how Vyasa wrote this legendary text with divine intervention. Vyasa, filled with wisdom and insight, knew the Mahabharata would be no ordinary tale. It would be the largest and most complex narrative ever conceived. More than just a story, it would embody dharma, karma, and the essence of life. But how could one man, even a sage as great as Vyasa, document such an immense saga? He realized he needed divine assistance. In his wisdom, Vyasa sought the help of Lord Ganesha, the deity known for intellect and removing obstacles. Ganesha, with his sharp mind and swift hands, was the perfect scribe. When Vyasa prayed to Ganesha, the benevolent deity agreed to help, but with a condition. Ganesha, known for his efficiency, would only write if Vyasa recited the verses without pausing. If Vyasa hesitated, Ganesha would stop writing. Understanding the challenge, Vyasa devised his own countercondition. Ganesha must fully understand the meaning of each verse before writing it down. This allowed Vyasa time to think and compose each verse carefully. Thus began the divine collaboration between Vyasa and Ganesha, resulting in one of the most monumental texts in human history, the Mahabharata. Ganesha, in his divine form, broke off his own tusk to use as a quill, ready to write on palm leaves. Both Vyasa and Ganesha understood the gravity of their task. Each word, each verse had to be perfect, for the Mahabharata was more than a story. It was a collection of profound truths about the human condition. As Vyasa began narrating, Ganesha's hand moved swiftly, transcribing the verses at lightning speed. But Ganesha's condition still held. Vyasa had to keep reciting without stopping. The challenge was immense. To keep pace, Vyasa would occasionally dictate complex philosophical verses that required Ganesha to pause and reflect before continuing. This gave Vyasa time to gather his thoughts and maintain the flow of the narrative. This clever strategy allowed Vyasa to complete the composition without interruption. Their divine collaboration continued for years, and over 100,000 verses were composed, spanning countless stories, characters, and moral lessons. Vyasa's wisdom flowed like a river, and Ganesha's hands never tired, ensuring every word was perfectly captured. The Mahabharata became more than just a story. It became a guide to life's greatest challenges. This divine effort continues to inspire generations, reminding us that with wisdom, dedication, and divine help, even the most challenging tasks can be achieved. Learnings from the story of Vyasa and Ganesha. The power of collaboration. Even the greatest task can be accomplished with the right partnership. Vyasa's wisdom and Ganesha's precision show us that combining strengths leads to success. Patience and persistence. Writing the Mahabharata took years, but Vyasa and Ganesha remained dedicated to their goal. This teaches us that patience and steady effort are key to achieving great things. The importance of understanding. Ganesha paused to fully understand each verse before writing it. In our lives, taking the time to understand something deeply ensures we act with clarity and purpose. Divine guidance. Vyasa sought help when he knew he couldn't do it alone. This reminds us that seeking guidance, whether from others, mentors, or a higher power, can help us navigate challenges. Subscribe to the Mahabharata for captivating stories and thrilling Indian epic tales.